Hey you guys, the number one fear that is preventing you to go on your next cheap and affordable solo trip is the fear of credit cards. I know that there's been a lot of fear mongering going around where like credit cards are bad, debt, it's bad. Well, there are other people who utilize credit cards in a responsible way and they actually get rewarded for using the credit cards. And I'm one of those people. I get rewarded for using my credit card and I use it responsibly. So let's talk about that briefly in this video because I think that this will help you to be able to go on your next solo trip next year and you don't have to be spending $2,000. You know what I mean? If you don't have that kind of money, if you have student loan debt already, you have a mortgage or whatever, and you have a lot of debt from other things, I know credit cards can seem scary because you don't want to be in debt. You don't want to add more debt to the debt you already have. I get it. So you need to use a credit card responsibly. So if you already have good credit, so let's say you have like 670 or higher, you can get certain credit cards that are going to literally pay you back in points or miles for every dollar that you spend, for everyday spending things, like everyday spending purchases. So if you go to the grocery store and you spend $100 to $200 a week, you can put that on your credit card and you can get points and miles from your credit card. And guess what you can do 12 months later, 18 months later? I have all of these freaking points. What am I gonna do with them? Oh, I can go on a trip with them. I can use them for flights. I can use them for hotels. I can use them for transportation. I can use them for food. I can use them for excursions. And there's different ways of doing that. That's what you want to do with your credit cards. You want them to work for you, not against you. So you don't have to be afraid of them if you use them responsibly. So you using the credit cards for everyday purchases that you already are going to do anyway. So they're not like extra purchases that you weren't planning on using because you realize that the line of credit is more than what you bring in to your household every month. Like, oh, it's a $10,000 credit limit, so I can spend $10,000. No, unless within the next 30 days or when the credit card bill is due that you can pay $10,000 on it, so you pay it in full at the end of every single billing cycle, then no, you can't do that. That's when people wind up going into debt and they can't afford it. Then they get all these issues and then their credit starts to tank and then they're like, well, credit cards are bad. That's what, no. It's because you weren't using them responsibly and you just didn't know. Some people just didn't know. They're like, I just didn't know. Either they did know and they took the risk, that high risk of spending it irresponsibly. Don't do that. Make it a low risk. Make it a low risk by actually using your card on everyday purchases. So if you have a debit card from your local bank and you swipe the debit card for everything, all you're doing is changing the card that you're using. That's it. That is very low risk because you already know, okay, I spent $1,500 this month on just various things I need to spend on. Okay, I'll just pay on the credit card and that's it. And I have points, I have miles, and I can use those to benefit me so I don't have to have all this excess money to like go out and travel. You know, like, oh, you know, it's like I love to travel, but I can't really afford it because I have all these other obligations. I have student loans, I have mortgage and all these different things. I don't really have an extra $2,000 to $3,000 to go on a trip in 2026, 2027. Well, now you do. If you use the credit card and use those points and miles, which is what I teach you to do in my newest pre-sale course as of this recording, I teach you how to use your points and miles so that way you can spend less than $500 US on your next trip. It is so easy, you guys. It is low risk. I don't like being in trouble. I like to do things that are easy and simple, and it's step by step, and it's easy, it's not difficult. And so I teach you how to use your points and miles so that way you don't have to spend $2,000 on your next trip. You could spend $500 or less. I personally spent less than $500 on my trip a couple weeks ago in Puerto Vallarta. I wanted to go on a solo trip, but I didn't want to spend $2,000-3,000. That money needs to go to other things, right? So that is what my course is about, is to help you do the same, to help you to be able to do the same thing that I did, which was travel on a cheap and affordable way, low risk, very easy. I did that with using credit cards, points, and miles, y'all. And so if you are interested in knowing more about the course, you're more than welcome to click the link. It's going to be in the description box below. I'm also going to put it in the comment section. I'm going to pin it there as well. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below. And you can also, if you want to, you can email me privately. If I get enough of the similar questions, I can make another video about that to help you guys out. And it's also a very affordable and cheap course because I don't want to charge $200 for this information because you're trying to save money, you know? And so it's going to be very affordable. The pre-sale price is going to be the absolute lowest price it's ever going to be. It's not going to be any lower than this. And it's a very affordable price. So you can go check it out, click on the link, and, you know, do the thing, right? Click on it, see, check it out. It is on pre-sale right now. Once it gets off of pre-sale, the price is gonna go up. So it's gonna keep going up. So this is the best time to check out the course. So if you're like me or similar to me and you love solo travel, but you just don't have a couple $1,000s in your back pocket for that particular thing, this course could possibly help you. So yeah, make sure you have good to excellent credit, that you have a decent amount of income, and you gotta be patient. So anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't be afraid of credit cards. They can work for you and they can help you. All right, talk to you later. Bye.